Hey Birdigo, it's Glibwings, and welcome to my new segment on this channel, which I am calling Ongoing Gaming. So Ongoing Gaming is basically going to be a segment about just like a game that you pick that's not exactly a Let's Play, it's not exactly a one-off, it's just somewhere in between. So, on today's episode of Ongoing Gaming, we're going to be starting off with R-Type Final 2. Now, I'm a huge fan of R-Type. I really like the R-Type series a lot. I personally feel like it's great. I don't know. I've played R-Type Final, and R-Type Final 2 came out not that, well, a little while ago now. Came out in like started out in 2019, 2020 was when it was like starting to get introduced. And then I think officially in 2021 was when it officially came out. But anyway, I love the shit out of this game, so let's go ahead and play it. So, let's go ahead and start the game. So, in this one, we're gonna kind of do like a grind series. So, you're gonna kind of see some of the same, you're gonna see some of the same like levels throughout this ongoing gaming series, but the goal is to basically just grind for new ships. So this is basically like a ship grinding series. So that's kind of like what I'm introducing here. So I've already got quite a few ships unlocked, so this is really just like a series to unlock either the rest of the ships or what have you. It's really just to kind of show it off for as long as I want to. So anyway, and it also gives you guys something to see too on the channel. So we're going to be going ahead and playing Ragnarok, which is a really OP ship. We're going to play the first Ragnarok, and we're going to be playing just to start to kind of like show off the game a little bit so I'm not like so dragged down by the other difficulties. We're going to be playing on practice mode. Now, practice mode is about as insulting as what they called it in the previous game, which was baby mode. So I think practice mode is even more insulting to a person's skill level. However, it pretty much just starts you out with everything you need, including this thing right here, which is called the Force. And yeah. So it's basically a ship shooter, much like a lot of other bullet hells out there. However, the difference with this one is you are one-shot kill at all times. So anytime you die, you are one-shot kill. And the checkpoints, add insult to injury, is quite far and few in between for the checkpoints. So that's another difference with this game, as you might see. So anyway, let's kind of continue on and, you know, just destroy bad guys all day. And hopefully not get killed in the process. So far we're doing pretty good. I've got a good feel for this game, at least like the first few levels or so. On normal, but yeah. But yeah, the goal in this series is basically to unlock new... Fuck you. What the fuck was that? Anyway, as I was saying, so the goal in this series is basically just kind of unlock new ships and just kind of go from there and, you know, see what we can do. I'm also going to be periodically switching to different ships throughout the game, so yeah, as you can see, the checkpoints in this game are far and few in between, as I mentioned. So anyway, let's just kind of keep playing and see where we go from here. Bye. Get rid of all the shippies, all the enemy shippies that are just being really annoying-y. Oh, no, come here, bitch. Get out of here, fuckers. Yeah, it's because I hit those last time, that's why that happened. Oh, I completely forgot about those, my god. Alright, bye. Alright, now this ship specifically has something that no other ship has, which is called Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam, it looks like this. This is Hyper Beam. And it's basically a mode, as you can see, where it says beam. This game has something called loops. So this ship has 2 loops, but it has a special kind of loop for the high beam called Hyper Beam. So right now it says beam, and loop 2 is high, and that's actually for every ship that says high. But in this game specifically, yeah, you get 7 loops total. And 7 loops is the max, but a 7 loop wave cannon is insane. Oh yeah, this is called wave cannon, by the way. And then you can just keep charging up, just holding square. So yeah, this game is out for pretty much every platform. It's out on PC, Switch, new gen consoles. It's basically out for like every platform. So, and they're also coming out with a cross-platform mode for multiplayer, which is interesting because the last game did have a multiplayer mode. However, the difference with that multiplayer mode was it was on PS2, and on there, it was, you could only, I think it was just called versus AI. So basically, anytime you wanted to, and look at that, we already destroyed the first boss. Anyway, as I was saying, so basically anytime you want to verse, it wasn't really two-player, it was like two-player, but like it was just two AIs that you'd pit against each other, and that was basically it. So it kind of sucked, in my opinion. But anyway, so yeah, in this game, so unlike the last game you needed a certain amount of airtime with each ship that was internally calculated in order to unlock new ships. In this game, you need material. So there's 3 materials, and you need a certain amount of each material for each ship to unlock them. So in this game, it's broken down into 3 materials. So you have Biogen, which is red, Etherium, which is really hard to get in this game, which is green, and then Selenium, which is blue, as you see. So, that being said, anyway, we are on to the second mission now. Or, I guess in this game it's called stages. Or throughout the game it's just been called stages, not levels. Level, stage, same thing in my opinion. Anyway, we got these pineapples that we gotta defeat. So we'll get rid of those. And let's see what these guys have in store. Get rid of those. And now we got this little thing. It's gonna like attack us. Kind of. But yeah, I'll introduce the other modes as time goes on. But for now, I'm just kind of showing off the game as kind of like a showcase. I'll show off like the first 3 levels is what I'll do. Or maybe just the first 2 levels, depending on how long this runs for us. I might actually only make these about 10 minutes long for each episode, because I don't want to drag them out too long. Yeah, I might only make this like a certain amount of, so you might not even get to see the later levels unless I do like a really long episode where like I show off all the levels. But for now, I am basically just kind of slowly introducing this game as we go. So yeah, we take out these ships, they're gonna come out that way. Then we got these things, they're gonna spit from pipes, which we'll get rid of those. And yeah. But yeah, the amount of times you die in this game on later difficulties is insane. It's enough to like put anyone in a rage fit. It's great, it's heart pounding, it's like a heart pounding adventure. Much like young Dompe said in Ocarina of Time, before 7 years passed. For those of you who know what I'm talking about, you're an OG, so thank you for watching this, if you are an OG. Anyway, let's get rid of these fleshy pineapples, which look really weird. Bye-bye, bitch. There we go. Alright, so we're basically at the end of the level here. These levels are kind of short-lived, so that's another thing to take note of. The levels aren't very long. But yeah, I don't know, I have a good feel for this game. Even on normal, I don't struggle as much. Well, normal's where I start to struggle, I would say. But yeah, you really gotta humble yourself when you play this game. Don't think you're better than a certain difficulty, because this game has a way of humbling you in a way that no other game will do for you. So just keep that in mind. Always humble yourself when you play this game. Do not think you are better than a certain difficulty, because this game will humble you in a way that no other game really can. So just thought I'd throw that out there, just so you guys are aware that see, as you see, I didn't see that and I died, so fuck you. And let's continue on. Yeah, like I said, this game has a very strict way of humbling you. Do not think you are better than a certain difficulty mode. You will sorely regret it, I promise you. Anyway, I am going to charge up to a Hyper Beam. So I feel like that will be important here pretty soon. I'm also going to get rid of the mouse because I feel like that's in the way. Yeah, it's best to just get rid of all these because these are going to get annoying really fucking fast. Yeah, so I'm going to try to dodge all that. And then we'll just get rid of these guys. So with these guys, there are two of them, so you basically just kind of have to defeat this guy like right away here. And then, yeah, so sometimes they'll come out head on where you can defeat the vulnerability point like right away. However, we don't really need to do that here. Well, actually, we might need to. These guys also spawn those tentacle things that we saw, so be wary of that. There's like 4 different places they can like spawn from, so just be aware of that. And there we go, just like magic, we defeated it. We defeated it! Hooray! I don't know what that was. Don't ask me. And just like that, we got more. So, so this is kind of like the third mission. I'm gonna cap the episode off there because I don't want these episodes to get too long. However, in this series, I am going to have one long episode, which might not have as much commentary, mostly just me focusing on the game and probably dying a lot. But I'm going to be slowly introducing this game and unfolding the onion layers as we go on. But until then, Birdigo, next time on Ongoing Gaming, we are probably going to be playing more R-Type Final 2. So until then, Birdigo out.